The National Crime Agency in the UK has been forced to admit it acted unlawfully when it gave information to Thai police that helped send 2 men to death row for murdering 2 British backpackers. The NCA supplied phone record evidence and intelligence to investigators in Thailand following the September 2014 murders of Hannah Witheridge, 23, and David Miller, 24, on the island of Koh Tao. Zaw Lin and Wai Phio, both Burmese nationals, were convicted of the murders in 2015. After a trial which the anti-death penalty group Reprieve said was unfair. They face execution by lethal injection, and claim to have been tortured. Koh Tao's dark side, dangers of island where Britons were murdered. Read more on Tuesday. The High Court in London found against the NCA. Britain's version of the FBI, in a case brought by lawyers for Lin and Phio. The case is controversial because the government opposes the death penalty overseas. As a result, there are tight restrictions on what help British law enforcement can provide to police abroad in cases where suspects may be put to death. The High Court order said that 5 times the NCA breached government rules designed to prevent UK law enforcement from inadvertently aiding human rights abuses abroad. Known as Overseas Security and Justice Assistance Guidance (OSJG). Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. Wai Phio left, and Zaw Lin are escorted by a Thai police officer after being sentenced to death. Photograph, Rungraj Yongrat, EPA. Following the murders, the NCA passed Miller's phone location data to Thai police, enabling prosecutors to say the suspects were in the same area as their alleged victim. The NCA admitted the data sharing was unlawful, as was the passing on of other material. The court order also said the NCA ignored rules on seeking authority from its own directors or home office ministers, holding only an informal conversation with a British diplomat in Bangkok about the generic death penalty risks. The NCA misinterpreted the guidance as a result of wrongly placing reliance on a working understanding that the Thai authorities would make a formal request if they wanted to use information in evidence, and that the question of death penalty assurances could be considered at that stage, and b. the risk of the death penalty in fact being carried out, as distinct from the risk of it being imposed. The order continued. Ministerial authorization will be required for any assistance that might directly or significantly contribute to use of the death penalty where effective mitigation is not available unless the urgent criteria provided for in the guidance are met. The NCA accepted in court that it was required to consult departmental ministers